So, as we ready our teapot, and as we purify our tea, let's think about something either inside of us or around us, in our environment, in our life, that could use some cleaning up. It could be some negative, consistent thoughts. Maybe not feeling so good in your heart or in your gut. Maybe holding on to something that we're better off letting go of. Everyone can find something, at least one thing, that they can set aside, discard, let go of. So as we clean this tea, as it's being cleansed, close your eyes for a second. And as we pour out, at the first watering of the tea, allow it to symbolize you letting go and pouring out, being free from that which you've been holding on to that no longer serves you. And let's pour our first pot of the tea that we'll be drinking. And as the tea is steeping, close our eyes for a moment and have a moment of gratitude for the things of our past, our roots, our beginnings, our parents, our ancestors, our teachers, all of the people and all of the special things and places that have contributed to our life and brought us to where we are now. Even the hard times, because they have made us stronger, tougher, and wiser. As we pour this first cup, still remembering all those special things, and of course the special people. You may have some names in your mind, in your heart right now. I know I have plenty. This school is a great school because there's so many phenomenal souls that have come through here. Shiki, Jean Mui, Gabriella, Bill Lee, Krista Victoria, And the latest, which actually just passed away a week ago, Peter Scafani. There's so many people. Danny Bagheera, Casey, so many. Let's give thanks because even though you don't know them, the school you have today and the Sabanim you have today, they have all contributed to. And let's drink. And thanks to all of them. Tommy Casey, Sifu Henry Gong, Grandmaster Billy Davis, Grandmaster Rico Guy. I can tell names for an hour. For now, to all of them. In this morning's meditation, and actually in the previous one also, I spoke about the concept of the fool and the magician. I spoke about how in the tarot deck, there are 22 major cards. They correspond to the ancient Hebrew audio, the first letters, which actually means pictures or symbols. Today, there are hundreds of decks from all different traditions, everything from the English to the French to the Egyptian, but they all have similar theme. The fool is the first one. And the fool is at the edge of a cliff, totally unaware, looking up in the sky. It's a beautiful sunny day. He has a staff and he has a bag. He's dressed very well. He has everything he needs, but yet he's totally unaware. He's at the edge of a cliff. One extra step, he could fall off. But then you have the magician, aware of everything, mastering all of his tools to make the best out of life. The fool is programmed by the world, their society, in some cases their religion too, their cultural background, what they got from their parents, their friends, and they become programmed and locked into that mold. They're programmed by the world. The magician is the opposite. They lead their own life, and they work on redesigning, recreating, and programming the world around them. Fool has no idea that they are programmed. That's why so much of the world is under control of so few people. You tell people they have to do this, they do that. The media tells you this is what's going on, they believe it. The media could have everyone jump off a cliff. They could sell that, and they can make it work. The magician thinks. The magician understands. The magician knows that there have been things that have been implanted onto them, into them, their subconscious, their conscious, their environment. And the magician works on deprogramming himself and becoming the master of their fate. As martial artists, we have to always choose. We could be ignorant and be the fool, or we can develop our mind, our awareness, become much more alert to the things that are happening in the world around us, and therefore have the ability to take our journey in life to where we choose to go. With the fool, life happens to them. With the magician, life happens through them. Let's pour our second cup of the present. The second cup is about gratitude for the present, for what we have now, the health we have, the abundance we have, the safety and security we have, the great friends and companions we have, the love we have, the wisdom we have, the opportunities we have. It's also about gratitude to the Creator. Just as the birds have no idea that they're in the air, and because of that air is why they can fly and breathe. And just as fish have no idea they're in the water, and that the water has vital nutrients and oxygen, and that's why they can live and survive. Much of humanity has no idea they are actually living inside God. They're being sustained and supported by an incredible field of life and energy that the human mind cannot even comprehend. The fool is like the bird or the fish, and many people are just like that, really unaware what is keeping their heart beating, what is causing all the reactions and complex systems in their body to continuously produce more and more life and growth. But the magician understands. That's why the number is 1. And that oneness is oneness with the Tao, with the Creator, with the Magnificent. So when we give gratitude, thanks, we have appreciation for the present, we must also include that which is abundantly everywhere, supporting all life, has created all life. And that is the Supreme Architect, Supreme Creator, the Supreme Mother and Father in one that supports all life. Giving gratitude. And as we drink this tea, we also drink, openly drink the abundance of this life energy, of the Creator, of our great fortune, and we allow it to pass through our body and awaken every cell in our body and remind every cell in our body that we are an extension of the divine. And as you drink your tea, close your eyes for a moment and be in communion, embracing the divine, embracing the Tao, and at the same time, being embraced. And with each and every breath you take, it is like a pulse of life being sent to you and through you from the divine. And now, so we have the Fool, which the numerical value is 0, and we have the Magician, numerical value of 1. The 0 represents also emptiness, openness, represents potential, possibility, represents the beginning, represents a white belt. Think about that. And 1 represents first, focus, direction, black belt. When you write a 1, from above to below, from heaven to us, heaven and humanity is one. God and you is one. And that's why you can be the magician. Become the magician because of the things you have received from above. There's nothing that you have that was not given to you. You didn't choose your hands, they were given to you. You didn't choose your feet, they were given to you. You didn't choose your eyes or the color of your eyes, they were given to you. You didn't choose the shape of your head, it was given to you. Everything was given to you. Just like before that, everything was given to your parents. So all the fundamentals that you needed to survive in this realm was given to you. The ability to understand language, the ability to speak, the ability to move, the ability to think. Those were your tools, the tools of the magician. And with those tools, you were able to grasp and achieve and do whatever you want to do. So some will say, I got my own master's degree. Oh, I got my own black belt. No. You have what you have and you got what you got because of what was given to you. If certain things were not given to you, if the beginning tools were not given to you, you could not have anything else. You could say, but I painted this great masterpiece. Who gave you the paint? Who gave you the brushes? Who gave you the basic skills? It's like you can say, I got this black belt. Who gave you the skills? Who led you on the path? Who kept you on the path? Who led them to the path? Now, let's have a cup of gratitude, but not just for what was given to us, not just what we have today, but for what we are going to receive and create in our future. Because as a magician, you are a co-creator of your life. It's not just you. It's the world around you and you. It's all your supporters and you. It's the universe and you. It's the Tao and you. It's heaven and you. It's the creator and you. So this third cup of tea is for gratitude of the future. And like I said before, the fool, life happens to them. But the magician, life happens through them. Your future will happen through you if you choose to be the magician. Or it will happen to you if you choose to be the fool. It is being tossed about by the waves of life and the currents, or being a surfer, riding the highest waves, or the captain of your ship, navigating through the most treacherous waters. So let's give thanks for the future that you will be co-creating. Your future health, your future abundance, your future fulfillment. Now, I talked about the 0 and the 1. We start as a 0. We're infant. We know nothing. We grow into this life. The same in martial arts. We know nothing. Maybe we see some things, we get some idea, so we know a little bit more. But not until we jump into the water. Not until we start swimming and treading water. Not until we drink the tea do we know what that tea tastes like. We can watch all we want, but only by drinking, like, now I know what this tea is about. So we all start as zeros. We went to elementary school, we started as a 0. We learned how to speak, we started at 0. We learned how to walk, we started at 0. And our skill progressed. And we had complete control over that area, we became a 1. So as a white belt, you were a 0. As a black belt, you were a 1. But now, black belt is the beginning. Black belt becomes the new beginning. Yes, we had other beginnings. We were a white belt, that was a beginning. We went to the yellow, all to the belts, yellow, orange, those were beginnings. And then you did black belt, and that is the new beginning. So now we have the opportunity. Many black belts make this mistake. I'm a black belt, I got this. And their skill begins to dissipate. And they stop training. So one thing I do know, I know that I don't even know how much I don't know. So therefore, I must be humble, keep my eyes open, ears open, listen to people. You're a black belt, and a yellow belt says something. Most black belts, what do they know? You have to listen. That is the secret to wisdom. That is the key to wisdom. Keeping your eyes and ears open to everything. I learned, I did sidekick for almost 2 decades. A 17-year-old kid started talking to me about sidekicks. Jerry Fontanez, fast feet. My first thought was, who the hell is this kid? But my second thought is, Let me listen. And I learned a lot from him because his master was Grandmaster Kim's older brother, who was Grandmaster Kim's teacher, Tiger Kim, okay, who was an extraordinary Grandmaster. So I was fortunate. I learned where most would not listen. You have to be that person, always willing to listen. So to keep this under 45 minutes, I'm going to end this. I'm going to end our tea session today. But you know what? We're talking about ancient knowledge, which is real simple knowledge and obvious, but it's lacking a lot in the martial arts world today. I'm going to give you one more piece. We're going to be ending. I talked about the tarot. I mentioned the otiot, which is actually the original Hebrew, not the stuff they're saying is Hebrew. That's Aramaic writing, right? But the original Hebrew were pictures. So our alphabet comes from it, and Chinese comes from it. It's split, but they all come from it. There's a word we hear a lot. You go to church, just about every church you hear, Amen. What's it mean? What language is it? Where's it from? Is it Hebrew? Is it Greek? Is it Latin? It's actually Aramaic. But what's it mean? You ask 500 priests from different religions, you'll hear many different things. What it means, in ancient times, there was no written contract. There were verbal contracts. But these contracts were of the heart and soul, the will and spirit. So Amen meant like in truth, in faith, in integrity. It was like, okay, I'm down. It was like, okay, right on, it's sealed. Okay, it also meant powerful blessings. We are like this together. Okay, this is going through. So when people left each other, they would say stuff, may your path be blessed and free of obstacles. And may heaven always provide you with everything you need. And may you always be in divine protection. And I am with you. I am with you to the end. That's what it meant. People said it to each other. It wasn't a religious thing, but it was a spiritual thing. Okay, it was like a solid handshake. When someone said that, you knew you could rely on them no matter what. Okay, that the souls were binding like this. So in ending, I want to say that. I want to say, Amen. In faith, truth, fortitude, strength, determination, committed, discipline. Knowing that no matter what, someone's going to stand with you, no matter what you face. That's a powerful word. When you think about that, because high-level martial arts is about that. When you hear about Bushido, the samurai didn't quit. Amen was a part of their being. Okay, no matter what they were facing, whoever they were serving, whoever they were protecting, working with, whoever they were fighting side by side with, they knew there was not going to be a break. They're linked together, no matter what. That's what Amen meant. So to be a really true black belt, You want to develop that type of fortitude, that type of internal strength, that type of solid rootedness. That's what black belt actually means. Think about that. So next time. Amen.